Hello there, people. As a rule, I'm going to be doing these mod lists monthly, but also at a seemingly random time. So welcome to May Mods. Khajiit Has Tents adds opulent new tents like the ones found in the Elder Scrolls Online. It's an ESL mod with a faux mod, minimizing conflicts. Make sure and grab Khajiit Has Tents Animated to make them look even better. Also, it doesn't take a slot because it uses base object swapper. Destroy the Dark Brotherhood expansion is another banger by J Serpa that could be seen as a continuation of Innocence Lost quest expansion. It gives you alternate ways to enter and destroy the Dark Brotherhood. If you put Grellet in jail, you can kill any of the 13 vanilla Dark Brotherhood contracts and you get kidnapped, per normal. From there, you can continue with the vanilla Dark Brotherhood questline if you want, or you can destroy the Dark Brotherhood. And when you do kill each Dark Brotherhood member, it's a one-on-one fight out in the wild with new combat mechanics. And if you did spare the original 3 targets, they're out in the world and they're thankful. Anyway, Destroy the Dark Brotherhood expansion even has a kidnapping-only version that allows it to be compatible with Unfaltered Virtue, another alternative Destroy the Dark Brotherhood that released in April? Ah, shoot, I missed it. Well, Unfaltered Virtue makes Destroy the Dark Brotherhood into a questline with the Penitus Oculatus, and an Act 2 that is not really related to the Dark Brotherhood. Instead of them instantly knowing where the Dark Brotherhood hideout is and how to kill all of them, you have to go through basically an anti-Dark Brotherhood questline. When I do get back to the Dark Brotherhood in my playthrough, I plan on playing both of these together with the Dark Brotherhood questline, in my usual style having characters on each side, and a few more on the back end. Destroy the Dark Brotherhood expansion is ESL flagged, and Unfaltered Virtue takes a slot. Skeuomorphism of Skyrim. According to Wikipedia, a skeumorph is a derivative object that retains ornamental design cues from structures that were necessary in the original. I have a pretty large vocabulary, but that was outside of mine. It basically sounds like the real-world equivalent of a base object swap. And in this case, all that just means instead of having a dialog box pop up when you read plaques, Skeumorphism of Skyrim uses base object swapper to change them out with a pop-up that looks like you're reading the actual plaque. And this is a base object swapper mod, so no slot. EVG Clamber is by the wonderful Everglade, who created animated traversal and Siren Root. It has new animations for when you're on slopes or stairs. Honestly, she's the queen of mods that I didn't know I needed until I had them. Ore-based mod, no slot. Grab and Throw is a simple SKSE plugin by Power of 3 that lets you grab and throw objects. Pick them up normally, then press and hold R or your chosen weapon unsheath key to throw them. Now you don't need to have telekinesis to throw things. They'll deal a low amount of damage on hit and make noise, alerting enemies. Also, grabbing is faster and more responsive with this mod, and it's an SKSE plugin, so no slot. BFCO is a successor to MTO and Scar. It also comes with jumping, swimming, and charge attacks. I'm not going to say it's any better or worse than MCO currently, but it does come with everything packaged in need. And you don't need to separately configure Scar, which causes the enemies to be able to use MCO attacks. You do need to convert MCO mods to BFCO, and the converter is right on the BFCO page. I do wonder if you could convert old Skysa animations to MCO and then to BFCO. Not that I've ever used any of the 3 of them. I do think it's cool and I'll probably try it someday. And this introduces new behaviors, so it uses a slot. Fragments of Use is a neat little mod that adds small fragments of items when you use them. When you eat, you'll get smaller pieces of cheese. Drink and you'll get empty bottles. Soul Gems also give you Soul Gem fragments. This is a tiny mod with 3 endorsements and like 60 unique downloads. Go grab it now. Also, it's an SKSE plugin and it's dependent on another SKSE plugin. No slot. Lost Passage's Hidden City adds small Radiant-enabled mini-dungeons and hidden nooks and crannies in Skyrim cities. It also has a patch for Skyrim Sewers, which is a plus, and it's compatible with Skyrim Underground, JK Series, and a dozen other mods. The dungeons look interesting, and hopefully there's footage underneath here of me actually playing them because there are no videos on the mod page and almost no coverage. It's an ESP, there's too many records to ESLify. Mehrunes Dagon Shrine Unlocked, Pieces of the Past alternate ending, does just that. It adds alternate past to the Mehrunes Razor questline. You can do it like normal, vanilla. You can also pick the lock on the shrine, or pickpocket a key from Silas and destroy the evil yourself. It has a new journal for Silas to flesh him out and lots of new dialogues. You can also reforge the razor yourself if you have good smithing and the appropriate perks. Ooh, imagine using this with honed steel. I wonder if they're compatible. Hey Yorlin, could you reforge this dagger for me? Don't worry where it came from. Heh. This mod author, Mad Abor Gaming, also has Mephala's Curse, which is a Whispering Door add-on, which was also uploaded in May. It pairs well with J Serpa's Whispering Door quest expansion, and just adds fear and stress when you hold the Ebony Blade, and also you're hunted if you don't actually use it. This dude is on fire. Mehrunes Dagon Shrine Unlocked is ESL flag, so no slot. Inn-tegrated NPCs adds 21 new and unique NPCs across Skyrim's holds, which actually have new voice types.
I'm not in the mood.
And mainly seek to add to the background flavor. It also adds off-duty guards, which I thoroughly enjoyed. Nobody guards all the time. Largely, I would say this fits well into my too many NPCs for your Skyrim to handle mod list I released a long time ago. This is ESL flag, no slot. The Standing Sound Stones adds unique sounds to each standing stone. Here are some samples of the ambiance. So this next mod is not actually out yet. The Dragonborn Bestiary is an upcoming mod that adds a custom menu where you'll be able to collect information about all the creatures you encounter in the game. Base game, DLC, and Creation Club content will be covered out of the box, and I'm sure there'll be ways to make other mods patched or compatible. Reminds me of The Witcher. It seems pretty cool. Hey, good news to all people who like Serano. Serano will be getting an expansion sometime in the next few months called Val Goes to College. There's a thread in the current mod in which you compliment him on his magic skills and he tells you he's self-taught. Then you go to a few court wizards and he talks to them. They're more or less helpful, and he dismisses the idea of actually studying at the college. Well, this summer, one pirate, one dragonborn, all mage. Yeah, you know how it goes. Hunky pirate becomes college student. You see, this is why I'm one of the best people to showcase stuff like this. I'm actually a member of 84 mod authors' discords, and I keep in touch with all of them. I bother them. I wake them up at night, ask them about their new mod. Did you know Beta Lil is reworking Resurgence of the Morag Tong? I don't get why he's kind of lesser known, because he's put out a lot of good quest mods. You should just go click on his Nexus profile and scroll down. By the way, I've essentially finished Serano, and I'm going to be doing a new part when this expansion comes out. And also the ability to not break his heart when you don't marry him, but just kind of, fool around with him. Because I also play a rogue who doesn't like to be tied down. I decided today I'm not going to throw in a hidden gem because I didn't happen upon any. I mean, I have about 1,700 mods on my mod list, and I came down to actually just rolling a random number generator and looking at them. But I kept running into patches and things that are really well known, like Legacy of the Dragonborn. Also, by the way, I got accepted as a beta tester for Odyssey of the Dragonborn, but I have not contributed anything to that project. You know me, I like to volunteer to do things / start to do things and never finish them. So that's where I'm going to end it today. See you later, guys. Make your game what you want it to be, and happy modding.